this was not the plan. And then, oh, I can't put this in any other way. My back is If you're new to this channel, we've moved to Australia from the UK, where we were living in a van. Me, Loz, my fiance, she works as a nurse over here, and our dog Buddy that we found in Turkey. Things are not going to plan, like not going to plan. We've been in Australia for 1 year now, and the plan was to come here, to live here, to work here, and to buy a bus, which we've done, and to travel and sort of work on the road and from the bus. But 9 days ago, I've had a little bit of an incident. Sitting down is extremely painful, but I refuse to lie down and record this video because I've spent so much time lying down.
I am defeated.
I work in construction, right? So it's been going fine, it's been hard work, but I had an incident where I can't go, I'm not going to go into like specifics and stuff because like this might have to go like further in terms of with the people that are involved when you have an accident. We were lifting something and then the thing that we were lifting up and down, my back, something happened in my back and I just like walked away from it like in pieces. Couldn't drive home. Well, it was a 40-minute journey to get home and it took me 4 hours. And then I decided that I would go to the doctors in the morning. I knew I couldn't work. I'd already phoned work on the way back. And then back in the room. The next morning I was on my way to the doctors. It felt horrendous, like pain running down all the way through down the right side of my body. We are next to some train tracks. And I collapsed at the top of the road. Like my body just collapsed, my leg just gave way underneath me. Loz had to bundle me in the back of the car and we had to go to the emergency department. So I got assessed in the emergency department. It's so much pain. Anything they gave me just wasn't working. And this is in Sydney, by the way, in one of the hospitals in Sydney. I got CT scanned and I got told that I've herniated quite badly, a disc at the bottom of my back. I then got given a lot of pain medication and referred to a specialist 5 days later, who I've just seen. They assessed me, they specialise in this back sort of stuff. And I mean, at the same time of this, I'm thinking like, what's happening with work? Am I gonna get paid from work? Is that it? Like, what's gonna happen? But the back pain specialist people have assessed me and I'm now going for a spinal injection tomorrow, which is going to try and alleviate some of the inflammation around my disc and my nerve, and then hopefully I can recover a little bit whilst it's not hurting as much. If that doesn't work, they've said it's surgery, which I'm dreading. I just can't do that.
Right, I am defeated. We are lying on the bed when we bought this bus. We are slowly dismantling it. I'll come on to that shortly. Been to the hospital twice, both occasions they've been absolutely amazing. And it's all been covered, right? Because if you go to the emergency department and you're from the UK and when you're in Australia, there's a reciprocal healthcare agreement where emergency care is free. You just need to have your Medicare card. But like with work, like how the hell are we going to move forward from this? So work are actually going to be paying me whilst I'm off because it was an accident that happened at work. It's not going to be like the same money I was getting whilst I was working there. They pay you less. I'm not sure how much less because I've not received like a paycheck whilst I've been off yet. And if this thing doesn't work tomorrow, we'll find out. I'm not sure how long they've like sort of like let you see the results before they're like, nah, it's not worked. And it's surgery, then like obviously I'm never going to be able to really work in that sort of job again, in my opinion. But would you want to, do something again that where you hurt yourself like that? I wouldn't. So, and halfway through all this, we had been starting on the bus, ripping things out. You can see there's no units anymore. The mattress has gone, I've just kept the fridge. We're going to get rid of this. And we were sizing up, like, you know, what we can fit in here in terms of units and sofa beds and stuff like that. I mean, the van was actually supposed to, the bus was supposed to go for its annual safety inspection last Friday, which I've had to cancel because I can't drive. I cannot drive. Tried getting in the car a couple of days ago, just absolute no chance. So we're kind of screwed at the minute. This was not the plan. Oh, like, if you do find yourself in Australia and something like this happens, you will get looked after. But honestly, if my work weren't paying for my wages and paying for my treatment, like, that's a lot of stuff to sort out, like, I'm worried about. So things could be worse, like, a lot worse. So in terms of, like, creating videos, you're probably going to I'm going to create a video. I'm going to video tomorrow's experience with the whole spinal injection, because I'm off work now. I've been off work since it happened, and although I've got a lot of time on my hands, doing things is obviously extremely painful. And who wants to sit and watch videos about a guy who's smashed his back up in Australia? But it's part of the journey, isn't it? So it will get documented. I've rescheduled the bus in for its inspection next Friday. So I will have had 4 days after the injection. Maybe I can sit a bit more comfortably, and maybe I'll be able to get it up there. It's at a place called Manly, probably about 40 minutes drive away from here. So that's where we're at. I love coming down to the bus though. I can't walk far, got the old crutch, which I feel like a fraud because obviously my leg isn't fine, my leg's extremely painful. So no, I'm not a fraud actually. I need it. The physios gave it me anyway, they were like, you need this. Everyone's actually been really helpful, the doctors, the physio staff, like, everyone's been great. I can't, like, if this would have been in the UK, I think it'd have been, like, worse, because over here it just feels like, in my experience, that they're actually really sort of like rooting for you, trying to like sort things out for you. And the UK, they just seem too busy to be able to do that. So fingers crossed we don't need an operation. Fingers crossed tomorrow goes all right. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll start the video before the spinal injection, and then we'll like video throughout the day just to see how we're getting on. Apparently it's like an epidural or something. That's when people have them. I've only heard that when people talk about labour and pregnancy, so I might be off my head a little bit. I don't know, but that's what's happening right now. And I'll see you very soon.